What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Red Feather, and welcome to another installment of my concept overview series. I'm certainly hoping you brought yourself some popcorn and turn the lights off, because it's going to be quite horrifying with this one. Pun intended. We have the Realm of Nightmares, a sort of Halloween-like event, or it could be a spin-off. Whatever fits your eyes. No new Titan like the previous update, but we have a new robot, the Lurker. From Yandy, death lurks around the battlefield. And like I said, like what I did with the volcano, what I said there with like the Seraph Hagrid's flavor text, I did the same for the Lurker, the first true spider robot developed by Yandy. Lurker uses the most complicated technology to allow all 8 legs on the robot to function properly. Oh yes, you heard me right. Not 4, not 6, but 8. 8 legs. Like I said, first true spider robot. Made as a powerful saboteur to ambush its prey when it spots one thanks to its special jump engines. If its prey tries to escape, Lurker can toss up strong web made from the spare parts from finishing the robot to lock it in place and leap towards it to pursue. ECU or EQ cannot be equipped due to design features. See, I made a lot of everything to make this an act legit spider. 8 legs, jump engines, well, only to the jumping spider, of course, and toss a magnetic web. And that leads into its ability, Spider Trap. The robot deploys a magnetic web at the enemy. The longer you push the button, the further the deployment distance will be. And that's like the Mars and Bastion turrets. And also both the turrets on the Cirrus. After it lands, the trap will apply lockdown and EMP to enemies trapped within it. While the trap is deployed, Lurker gets a 10% increase to movement speed and becomes immune to suppression. If you activate the ability again after deploying the trap, the robot can jump towards the trapped enemy. EMP, lockdown suppression, we all know that. Pretty sure, hopefully everyone. Ability range is 500. I don't know why it's got a range, but ability lifetime 15 seconds. That essentially is how long the web will remain on the ground before it goes away. Cooldown is 17 seconds. Jump effect duration is 5 seconds, and that's for both of them. And jump distance is 250 meters. I thought it would be fun to go ahead and just specify how far this thing can jump, but I'm at least sure there's at least one robot in the game that can jump further. Like, I don't know if it is true, but I think the Ultimate Griffin has a further jump distance. I could be wrong though. I haven't seen any gameplay about the Ultimate Griffin as of now with the new update. I haven't seen it. HP is 84,200, speed is 33, class is specified as a brawler slash mid tank. Hard points 3 light and 1 medium. I don't think there's a single robot in the game that has this type of firepower, but I think it would be very interesting to see. Default weapons 3 Punishers and a Punisher T. Recommended equipment 3 Kunai and a Fracture, or 2 Mangler and an Armageddon. The Kunai and Fracture, these are spoilers, new weapons that come into the robot, which we'll get to in just a second. But if you accidentally saw a little tidbit here, psych! This update has 2 robots. How fun! And the Echo for EvoLife. EvoLife engineers have brought the true name of impossible technology. Echo is the first robot to utilize holographic projections for combat and takes the opposite concept from Icarus Technologies' Phantom. Thanks to its excellent speed, Echo can make an escape if its cover is blown. While the hologram is deployed, the robot gains an increase to its defenses and durability. Like with Lurker, ECU or Echo cannot be equipped due to design features. Oh man, you're gonna love this. Ability is Remote Mirage. Used to be Hallucination, but G-Man wanted me to change the name. It was his opinion, but I thought it suited better. The robot creates a holographic projection of itself that runs toward a chosen direction. The longer you push the button, the further deployed the distance will be. After it stops, the projection will remain stationary for a certain time. While the hologram is deployed, the robot gains an increase to its defenses and durability. If you activate the ability again after deploying the projection, the robot can return to the hologram towards itself to significantly restore its durability. Enemies can damage the projection, but only with energy weapons. While it's damaged, the robot won't be affected, but will reduce the healing received. Travel range is 500 meters, ability lifetime 12 seconds, 20-second cooldown, defense increased by 30%, so I believe that's plus 30% additional defense points, or whatever. 12% restored durability, 55,000 hologram durability, and then here's a tidbit. The mirrored start passive. After deployment, the robot creates a holographic projection of itself and follows the robot around at all times. Upon destruction, the robot teleports to the projection and restores a significant portion of its durability. This effect triggers once per battle. So essentially, the Echo has a built-in reviver drone onto the robot. 20% restored durability, HP is 94,800, speed is 38, Saboteur class, hard points are 2 medium and a light, default weapons are 2 Punisher Ts and a Punisher, recommended equipment are 2 Quellers and a Shrieker. So, I think you guys know about these weapons. But to those who don't, these are essentially new ideas for an existing weapon that recently come out. And those weapons, we start with the Shrieker, which is the light one. Corporation Evil Life, like the Echo, a sonic weapon that fires ghostly projectiles that haunt enemies. So yep, the Shrieker and Queller and the Heavy are sonic weapons. After a certain number of hits, the target will suffer the haunt effect, causing it to move randomly. After the effect is applied, the target will also have a glow effect, preventing affected targets to hide in stealth for a short time. So the weapons got quite a bit of most of them. Like the haunt effect, I have not used ever again, since I don't know what else could make sense for it. Shell type Sonic, damage is 1801, range is 500 meters, effect duration for haunt is 5 seconds, while the glow effect duration is 10 seconds. It's a 100% accumulation with a 7-second reload time for the light slot. And then Queller is the medium one, again unchanged besides its damage. And then the heavy one is the Silencer. It's a heavy one, like I just said. Sonic type, again, damage 4,028. And that's it. We got new pilots here. And because there are 2 robots, yep, there are 2 pilots here. Starting with Karthus Vended for the Lurker. Karthus Grudge. Lurker is immune to defense mitigation when deploying the trap and activates stealth when it lands from the jump. And it's 10%. And it's kind of basic with the stealth, but it's fun. And then we got Reaper for the Echo, which is actually a Grim Reaper. Kind of spoils the design for this pilot, but whatever, that I mentioned that. Horus Presence. After creating a hologram, Echo deals increased damage, and it has increased movement speed for 7 seconds, 15% for both. No mothership, no turret, but for the first time in a while, we have a new drone. The Fear from Evil Life. This drone's name is very literal. It will strike fear into its opponents. Once again, like the other drone, not true, but it's just the flavor. A perfect companion to show opponents intimidation. Most robots will back away if this drone is in presence, but there are some that are determined to fight back, and it's your job to make sure you show them that they made the biggest mistake of fighting you. And here are the skills. On deployment speed, increases movement speed by 10%. On damage done speed, now this is kind of like on damage done, I don't know if there's an effect that happens if you deal damage, but whatever. Let me just get through it. Every time the robot deals 150,000 damage, the robot's movement speed is increased. And I think that would be a cool effect. I don't think we have a drone ability that does this, but it would be nice. Speed increase is 2.5% per stack with a limit of 5. And here's its signature ability, Ghostly Strikes. Each drone weapon hit applies the haunt and static effects to the target, causing the robot to remove and it fires randomly. I don't know why I said fire its weapons randomly, but whatever. The more hits on a target, the stronger the effects. Effect duration for haunt is 4.5 seconds, while static is 5 seconds. Effect limit is 2. Damage is 2,000, 350 meter range, with a 3.5 second reload time. And then Lockdowner enables all the robot's weapons to apply lockdown. I don't know how I would have this to synergize with this one, but I had no other ideas. Like I said, drones are the hardest concepts for me to make. If accumulation per shot is 0.8%, that's alright. We got 2 paint jobs. The Lurker gets the Nightshade paint job, and the Echo gets the Banshee paint job. For the title, the Realm of Nightmares will give you the Ghostly Horror title. Or just either Ghostly or Horror. You guys will tell me if you think this is good for a title name, or I should stick to one of these two. We got special editions here. The Lurker gets the Spectral edition. Yep, it's a bit it's overdone, but it's fine. This special edition is alright with me since there are no other updates after this will fit. The same special edition applies to the Kunai Faction Skewer, even though they already got the Serpent special edition to go along with the Zulong Vulture. But it doesn't matter. Anyway, I think that's gonna do it for this bone-chilling event. Hope you guys liked it. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.